Hi, this is Ed King for Birmingham Review. We're down at the Oobleck and Alfie Birds at the Custard factory in Digbeth to see the Hungry Ghosts, who are dotted around there, and Alabama 3, who are headlining tonight, the last gig of their 16-date gig tour. Alabama 3 are just sound checking at the moment. We're going to have a chat with them after they've finished that. Going to go inside. We have Larry Love and the very, very Reverend Wayne Love coming to talk to us just after their sound check and before the gig. Guys, thank you so much for this. You've been on the road since the end of October, right?
Yeah.
And this is the last date in 16.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
17.
17.
We're feeling vibrant, born again, and ready to. Now we've got there's a couple of undertakers in the audience tonight, just in case.
Stand by.
Good. We're good. We've had a good tour. It's been messy.
Well, we appreciate you coming down when you've probably got a lot of stuff you want to get done after this. So you say messy?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
We've been to the Argentinian footballer.
Ah, right, well, of course.
Yeah, we've had him on. We did a couple of guest spots. Really good singer, a bit like the Miss Russos.
I can imagine he's gone down well in Hong Kong.
Yeah, he's alright.
Yeah.
Just try to
So, like any highlights, lowlights, any desperate confessions you want to get off your chest, saying as it's the end of the tour?
Oh, I don't think so. Doing this a long time, it's pretty bog standard stuff, really.
373 inappropriate women, 14 bad drug connections, 7 arrests, and I think 28 fights.
And that's just him.
Excellent. 7 arrests, no time served, so that's pretty good.
No, the police generally just put us on the way they run.
I'd say that's a success. So you refer to this tour, the Lost and Found tour, as your prodigal journey.
Yeah.
Prodigal how come? Baskets of kittens, gold bars in the dressing rooms, or debauchery beyond the end?
The latter. You can only, we have survived this long as business because we are permanently lost, running around in circles, not having a clue what we're doing, but it kind of works. Considering the music industry doesn't know what it's doing, we're probably a bit ahead of the game.
Fair enough. Yeah, 9 albums down. You've got one coming out next year. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So the tour's namesake, Lost and Found single, came out in November, right? Is there much new material in these live shows at all?
Not these particular shows. It's like I think there's five new numbers. But we still really look at the shape of the LP. So. Maybe 20, 25 numbers. It's always the way with the LPs, you know. You write a pool of stuff and you whittle it down over X amount of time. I mean, this time actually taking up time with things because it was a wee bit more complicated. What we did this time, we went in and recorded everything live.
Oh, okay.
You know, with the whole group, the last 2 albums. You know. Yeah.
I was going to say, how did that work?
It was a fantastic place. It was these 3 studios, you know. We've got all sorts of rock stars down there in the past. And you're going into your first vocal. You look up on the left-hand side here on the wall, and there's Alvin Lee's guitar for Woodstock and stuff, you know. So it's a fantastic place.
Yeah.
So we weren't there, but you know, just under 2 weeks, and we managed to get a lot of work done. But the thing is look, this is a much more organic LP than the last two. The last 2 have been more like techno beats-based things, you know. And then basically everybody just goes in through the computer more or less one at a time. This time, like I say, we've done the reverse of that. We've got a whole group in a big live room, play everything live, and then put the stuff from the computer on top of that, you know, and then get the balance that way, you know.
And then have a massive fight as to whose guitar's not loud enough.
Yeah.
Is there infighting? Because I noticed when I was looking through the list of members, there's a few guitarists on there.
Yeah, we always fight. Me and Jack.
For the sake of romance, we'll say yes.
No, I'm proud to say that bands split up because of musical differences, and Alabama 3 aren't together because of musical differences.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good
healthy disregard for anyone's respect in the band.
Excellent.
So the other night, me and Jack had a wonderful whiskey fight after Glasgow. We generally do this wasn't.
A couple of teenage girls shouting, bothering each other.
You've got to be a rock star.
You're in Glasgow, somebody gives you a decent ball.
Oh, yeah.
You really you really have one or two men when you shoot, and you have these sort of silly sort of teenage shooting matches. But I mean, really, in this group, you don't really have stuff like that. I mean, everybody's a bit old for that, you know. So you don't really see stuff like that. It's just a bit of romance, that, you know.
Wouldn't be rock and roll without the occasional fallout.
I mean, it's not the same as the Jesus and Mary chain. I mean, that pair, they tear the lumps out each other from just looking at each other around. There's no Liam and Noel. You know, it's no.
Do you sometimes wish that there were only three of you?
No, the group's what it is. I mean, we started off just me and him. Basically, just, you know, we used to make house records. So we just had turntables. We used to go out to Italy, mostly Italy, but sometimes, you know, other parts of Europe, and we'd go to Italy. We'd play in these places that were called CSOs, Centros Sociali Occupazioni. It's not, they're called out with Justiti. It doesn't really translate, but you know, they were run by people that were part of this nationwide group called Potere Operaio, which is, means workers' power. And they basically go into, in the major cities, they go into these big abandoned buildings, they do them up, they put a stage in there, they put a bar in there, and a bookshop, they had meeting rooms and that, and we even played loads of them all over Italy. And that's how we got to own the thing. And then basically, you know, with the turntables, and we used to pass them out to each other. You know, and God, we're from South London, but I mean, I'm from Glasgow, Rob's from Merthyr Tydfil in South Wales. I mean, we couldn't really get away with doing that, you know, South London thing, you know, like Fabio and Groove Rider, you know, like a ninja, going on strong like a ninja. You know, and all that. So we used to just sing country and western songs over it, you know, sing Hank Williams numbers over the techno tracks, you know.
Is that's how the crossover came?
Basically, basically. And then of course we get, you know, when we get a chance, we'd get into our friend's room, and we'd cut up samplers and all that kind of sampler, and we'd make loops, and then we'd have them literally on a TDK-90 cassette, and we'd borrow a domestic cassette player. And we'd sing the loops and that in with the records and stuff. You know, and eventually just sort of mushroomed for there. A guy with a pal, he came out with congas and the bongos and that. He knew the piano player, and we shared. So then the piano player started coming out, and the conga player, he knew a guy who played the drums and so on. He knew a guitar player, and then eventually just mushroomed in it, and then it became a group, and it became more sort of rock and roll based.
But that's also, I think, we like that kind of Wu-Tang, we like the posse vibe. I like hip hop posse kind of culture. I like going into town like a gang. You know, and it's fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't imagine being in a 3-piece band discussing arpeggios, and you got a 9-piece band, you can have fights.
I get a wee bit lonely.
You go shoplifting together.
Well, you might not clock up 7 arrests if there's 3.
Yeah, I mean, so there's always always ready for rumble.
Again, you're harking back to the Jesus and Mary chain. 2 of them can get arrested 7 times a night.
I mean, the good thing you guys have got is your portfolio covers quite a lot of, you know, it moves around, there's a lot of influence in there, a lot of genres that are covered there, and as you can tell, there's a lot of creative input. The Lost and Found, that felt a lot more bluesy rock. Kind of getting back to that, is that going to be the flavour? I know you said you're still working on it, but is that going to be the flavour of the album?
Well, I mean, the last 2 years, as D-Way was saying, the last 2 projects, the world of militant beat lived execution is AK Womble. That was an exercise, a kind of mixtape mashup. We were sampling ourselves, cutting ourselves up, and this album is very much a organic, filthy rock and roll record, and we're trying to avoiding at all costs kind of getting too clever with the old mouse on Pro Tools and all that shit. I think technology has allowed a lot of things, or what you have to be wary of is this crippling of kind of noise and mistakes. Mistakes are engaging. Youngsters now are getting bored with perfection. They want to hear some glitches. You know what I mean? They want to hear the old crackle of the old stylus on a scratch record, you know. So there's a certain antiquity, I suppose, in the sound, but with a modern twist.
Sure. Yeah, well, we'll look forward to that coming out. Can you give us any idea of release time? Was that
March, possibly March.
No worries.
But again, you know, yeah, that's a possibility, because we've decided this time, you know, we'll take as long as it takes, because you know, it's a different kind of LP. I mean, and even as Larry was saying there, you know, it is a much more organic thing, and as you were saying yourself, they seem to be much more stripped down, just straight ahead rock and roll songs. I mean, you know, that presents a kind of challenge for us in regarding production values and so on. You know, so this LP will have a completely different sound, and basically that's what we're working on now, and that's what we're working towards, is try and make it sound like a proper rock and roll LP, but still have those elements of electronica that, you know, kind of define us, for wanting a better term, generically.
Yeah.
You know, because of course we never think about things in terms of genre. I mean, really, as far as we're concerned, genre isn't really something that musicians concern themselves with. You know, really, genre is something more for writers and you know, and people like that. You know, generic appellations and so on and so forth. We just don't think generically. Oh, that number's good, that goes. You know, this number's good, that goes, and it could be then, you know, somebody takes a look at it, writes about it, and says it's, you know, it's angular, photocosmic, and phosphorescent, or whatever, you know, and so on and so forth. I mean, we can't allow ourselves to think like that. You know, it's just what's good goes.
What's good goes. There you go. Yeah. My friend used to have a similar mandate. If it's shit, it's shit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's good and then there's shite.
Do you find? I mean, I'm going to get to some of your press quotes because there's gold dust in there, one that I particularly love. But have you found the music industry can often be about niches and marketing?
Oh yeah.
Right.
No, it's all about that.
Have you found this to be I mean, you're still here, you're still successful, you're still doing what you do, so...
I had, as quite most amusing example of that particular scenario, we were in Sony Records in Manhattan, and I remember this little twat of an A&R fella said to me, let's put it this way, the meeting hadn't gone very well, and at the end he said to me in some sort of pathetic explanation, he says, Ram, you gotta realise Ricky Martin has just released the Dolce Vita in 3 weeks. He was sold 37 albums in a month. And he said, you know, your problem is, where the hell do we fit you in genre? Can you tell me, Rob, are you dance? Are you rock? Are you country? Please tell us, because without some genre specifics, we'll find it increasingly capable to market you.
And the cultural apocalypse starts to...
And 10 years later, young kids do not give a fuck about genre. They're listening to grandparents' records, they're manding fucking Beyonce with fucking Robert Johnson, they're manding, and it's a beautiful time. And Alabama, they have no fear for the collapse in genre specifics. And it's very, and young, you know, that was just a capitalist ploy anyway, so it makes it easy for record labels to market, so they can put in the record stores into that section,
Exactly.
And the kids these days don't give a damn, you know, I mean, that's good, and it's good for a band like us who've always been, you know, we're fucking professional magpies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said before, we don't think with genre. I mean, as Rob was saying, you know, you have these marketing people, they have the imagination of mollusks or crustaceans or whatever, and you know, and then you know, the fella's asking him what we are, and say, well, you know, you're the guy who's supposed to come up with the generic appellation, you're the guy that's supposed to come up with genre, you're the guy that's doing the marketing, we're the guys that are making the music, you do your job, we'll do ours. You know, we can't do your job for you. I mean, all you want me to do, go out, you know, you want me to go out and freelance at the NME and come up with some nonsensical, you know, generic label for the group. That's not going to happen.
We did help him, we did.
You know, Ricky Martin sells 22.5 million records because you spent $500,000 a day for 3 weeks bloody plugging them. You know, whereas you didn't spend a red cent plugging us, so you know you get what you get what you pay for. So you know, you can't really be, you know, led by people doing marketing.
Well, we did give them a market.
So basically,
we did.
You know, I know, we give them plenty.
Well, we told them, we said, fuck you, here's the genre, country messing, acid house, narco, Marxist, all that long music. Whenever we gave them the label, country messing, acid house, narcotic Marxism.
Yeah, it was the same one
Sell
time.
that, you fucker.
Well, it's going to be prominent on the racks and HMV.
Exactly, yeah, nice and succinct.
There was, you mentioned the NME.
Yeah.
and I was going through some of being a journalist, I'm curious as to what my peers are writing, if you want to call them that. You've accumulated some amazing quotes. My favourite though being from the enemy, which I shall read verbatim, describing Alabama 3 as, and I quote, a monumental waste of time.
Oh yeah, that's all.
A beautiful quote.
To me though, it seemed very ironic coming from NME, because that's virtually what I feel they are.
Yeah, well, so yeah.
Oh, they're a free sheet now as well. They're relying on Starbucks advertising. It's
Yeah, since
wonderful.
1983, it's been unreadable, really.
I'd be very proud of them.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, there was one I really liked when we released Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. And there was a review of that. They said, no, you're not, you're a twat. And I actually phoned the guy. I said, that's fantastic. That's great. Actually, you know, I think that's better than the bloody record, to be honest.
Coldplay, Yellow. And another beautiful poem from Chris Martin about the existential of love. Second was Embrace. You know, Danny, the McNamara brothers do it again with another banger. 3 was fucking Shed 7, and 5 was Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. No, you're not, you're a fucking twat.
No, I thought that was fantastic.
What a
because we don't really pay much attention. I mean, I used to do a lot of journalism myself, you know. I worked on all these things. I mean, you know, people like Paul Molly and Custard McNeil and that are my good pals, you know. And I mean, really what it boils down to is, you know yourself, is basically you're seeing one person's opinion, so fine, they don't like it, you know, other people do. You know, that's the nature of pop music, isn't it? I mean, you know, there's so much out there, you know, you don't like it, you don't listen to it. It's fair enough, I think that's fair enough.
I love the way that you declared it on the front of the website. It's after my own heart now. I like that a lot.
Yeah, just things like that can't really touch you. Like I say, it's just some person's opinion, you know.
I think I wrote down in my notes, if you'd have managed to get a thumbs down from Zane Lowe, I'd be voting you into office.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Zane's been far too supportive of us.
No, you know what? Apparently he digs a group, doesn't he?
What?
Yeah, apparently he does. Yeah. Apparently he digs us the most. Says we're up there with Johnny Cash and Hank Williams and all them cats.
Guys, I'm going to let you go because you've got a gig to play and we're stealing you away up here. But thank you so much for spending some time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Get some rest or whatever it is you do to relax after this. But I wish you the best with the forthcoming update.
Marvellous. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
God bless.
All right.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.